I am about to read you something, and I want you to tell me if you can identify with any of these feelings. Okay, here's my quote. I was the heaviest I had ever been, unhappy with myself, and embarrassed at how inactive I had become. At this point, I was seeing a doctor for a hormone imbalance that was helping me emotionally, but not physically. I was also struggling with arthritis, asthma, and multiple food intolerances. I thought I was too far gone and would never be able to lose weight again. This was so depressing, and I was just starting to accept that this was who I was now. I was giving up. This is our quote from our amazing guest speaker here today. And looking at her now, you would never think that she went through any of these feelings, right? But here's the thing. Whitney was a member at our Rhino Gym. And hi, I'm Rhino Julie. I'm the owner of the Rhino Gyms. She was a member for years. And then 3 years ago, we scooped her up so that she could be on our team and help us change lives. She loves helping people start their journeys, and she loves celebrating all the little victories during that first beginning time period. She loves watching her people grow, and she loves seeing them go from being shy and unsure to being strong and confident. And she just likes them to help them see how amazing they are. Like, how cool is that? So we're going to go deep with her story today, but just a couple more things about her. She is NASM CPT certified, and she is finishing her precision nutrition certification. She loves helping people, loves helping me with their nutrition problems. And she also loves to squash their fears about bad food and carbs, because there is no such thing as bad food, right? And as a personal trainer, she likes to learn what people do for work and incorporates exercises that help support them and alleviate pain that they may feel. She loves working with people who are coming back into the gym after being gone a long time. Is that you? Come see Whitney. She's so awesome. And she also loves helping people who are nervous about aggravating a past injury. So one more thing about Whitney, okay, before I ask her my first of many questions, is that she always makes you feel everything is going to be all right, which is why she's one of my right-hand women at Camp Rhino. She's always positive and always ready to help. Okay, Whitney, I have never told you this, but you have changed my life. And the reason you've changed my life is I happen to know that you were one of the masterminds behind the amazing 12-week challenge that I'm in right now. And it is literally the only program I have experienced that has helped me eat better and make me have healthier habits without making me feel like I'm giving up the things I love. It's just so cool. So this challenge is literally helping me reach my goals without restricting me or making me feel guilty about loving food. So I just want to stay in this challenge forever. And I have to think you're one of the instructors in the online classrooms on the 12-week challenge. And hearing about your past struggles, I just feel like they had to play a part in building a program that is so fun and life-changing for us. So from your words, what makes the 12-week challenge different from the other programs that are out there?
So I think, with this 12-week challenge, we've all done the quick, couple week crash course. I can do anything for 4 weeks. I did it twice. And this one, we wanted to create really long, sustainable habits. So instead of everything all at once, it's here's a little piece. I want you to take it, own it, make it your own. And then next week, I'm going to give you another little piece. And all you have to focus on is 7 days at a time, one piece at a time. Having it 12 weeks, it can seem long at the beginning, but it goes by so fast. And then when you're done, you're like, this is just what my life is now. I'm not on a diet. This is just my life, how I eat, how I shop, and it becomes a lifestyle.
I want it to go forever. One of the cool things about it is it's choose your own adventure. Mm-hmm. We have a challenge that we're given from you guys every week, but we're literally given choices. Would you like to do it this way, or would you like to do it this way? So on the meal prep week, right? We were challenged, and this was in the middle of the challenge. If meal prep right now, if the thought of it freaks you out, don't worry. We start with baby steps. But we got to the meal prep part, and the actual meeting was so cool because you all introduced meal prepping in such a cool way. Okay, what kind of proteins do you like to eat? What kind of, out of this list, what do you like to eat? Okay, so you pick what you like to eat out of each thing. let's figure out how to put that into fun meals together. And you guys even talk about the way to cook things. And in the bonus interview, I'm going to ask you, because you're just a meal prep machine. So I'm going to ask you about those. But on the meal prep week, I remember when it was coming, I was like, oh my goodness, are we going to be asked to meal prep the whole week? Because I'm going to lose points. I just am not going to do that. And she's like, you can meal prep for the whole week, or you can just do one meal. And I was like, oh, I could do that. And so I did my one meal. I learned, it was awesome. And so the choices that you guys give us are so cool. And then when we come into the meeting the next week and you all ask us how it went, the group ends up sharing information. We end up learning, and yeah, life is just better. Okay. So I know that people can get direct one-on-one coaching from you with nutrition online or fitness coaching in person. How would you say your past experiences of struggling to lose weight, not being able to, having your hormone imbalances, having all of those problems that you had, how does it make you different from other coaches?
When you've gone through every step that a new client or new member might be going through, it's easier to relate. I can say, hey, I understand, I get it, and I mean it completely from my heart. It's, yeah, hormone imbalances, food allergies, being chunkier than I'd love to be. It's scary, and it's hard when you're embarrassed about your body. I don't want to fully move because I don't want any rolls to show, or I just don't want people to see me, or staring at your outfit in the mirror before you leave for the gym because you want to make sure nothing unflattering is showing. And then once you get going, you get that confidence and things move. That's when things feel amazing. But I remember being terrified and like, it's okay, and we're in it together, and I've got you. But yeah, coming from losing 35 pounds at the gym, you know, I get it. I was there. I was huffing and puffing and couldn't run and couldn't breathe. And I got you.
You lost weight that you felt like you couldn't lose. That's a big, you were told by doctors that you had all of these issues and you couldn't follow the normal diets that other people were following. You just couldn't do it. If someone gave you a meal plan, you had to have so many modifications, and that makes you an excellent coach. Because, you know, I was the Rhino nutritionist for 3 years, and I was actually working under a registered dietitian nutritionist who was the head of Sunrise Hospital. And so really, I would just ask her all of the questions and regurgitate the answers, and then I would send people to her. When someone would ask me for alternates because they had allergies, I had never lived it. And so I didn't really know, you know, what to say or how to help. And I can't wait for our bonus section because I was having stomach cramps for the last 2 months. And at first I thought I got salmonella. I thought it was the salmonella from the red onions. But it just never went away. And it felt kind of random, and it wasn't like diarrhea. It wasn't throwing up, but it was just like my stomach hurt and I felt nauseous, but I wasn't going to throw up. It made me not want to eat. Girl, I think I am lactose intolerant. Yeah. So I'm off of lactose, and I'm going to ask you all kinds of questions about that. But another reason that I think that you're just an awesome coach is if I were your client, I wouldn't feel the need to lie to you because you've been there, like you've been through everything. So I know you could help me. I know you wouldn't judge me.
Oh, not at all.
You know, because I can't follow a diet to save my life. I know that about myself. And I feel the same way with Sabrina. And really I wouldn't hire a coach that was judgmental and that gave people a hard time. But when I started the 12-week challenge, I told Sabrina, I'm not going to restrict myself at all. I can't. Like, I'm not going to. And she's like, don't worry, you don't have to.
We'll probably make you eat extra.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No. So yeah, I love that you're working with us. I love that you're helping our clients. And I think it's really, really important. You know, I remember talking to a couple of girls, and I'm not going to say which gym they worked with or anything like that, but they were like, I had a full burrito, and in my Fitness Pal, I only put that I had half, and my trainer doesn't know, or my nutritionist doesn't know. And I'm like, you're paying money for their help. and you're lying to them and you're not adding, you're putting one cookie instead of two, a half a burrito instead of a full burrito, that doesn't help anybody.
No.
No. Okay, my next question. So you struggled for years without being able to get your weight off. And that first sentence that I read, was from you and it was your feeling. So what was the problem with other programs and why didn't they work for you?
It was honestly one of the biggest things was I didn't have a coach.
Okay. So you're trying to follow things on your own?
Yeah. And I had an accountability partner. I had my husband.
Oh.
I know, and he's the best. It's easy to be like, no, I'm going to have an extra glass of wine.
Yeah. He's your accountability partner that gets you the extra glass of wine when you need
Exactly. Yeah. He's all, here, honey, go sit down. Let's go.
I think that's great.
It is. So we were doing at-home programs, videos, running on our own, trying to Pinterest diets. And it was all great ideas, but I didn't have the direction to commit and move forward with it.
Yeah.
I needed help. So I needed a coach.
We've all said it. I just wish someone would tell me what to do, because really the asset that we have the least of is time. Right. And people can't spend 16 years figuring it out, which is how long it took me. Because I started 16 years ago and I started the gym and I've been just on a roller coaster of gaining and losing weight and not able to figure things out, and it literally took 16 years until now we have this awesome 12-week challenge that I want to be in forever. But it took 16 years. And people don't have 16 years. That could be the best 16 years of your life if you just had a coach who helped you figure it out in 12 weeks or 6 months or a year. So I love that. So to me, figuring out how to feel amazing inside and out is the first stepping stone to building our best life. So you know what it feels like to struggle for years, and you know what it feels like to finally figure it out and make it happen. Why should someone start now instead of waiting?
Honestly, it sounds kind of cliche, but we only have so much time. And I don't want to say wasted, but I lost the later years of my 20s being unhappy and being insecure. And I'm in my 30s now and I feel more confident than I have in, I don't know how long. But if you think like a year ago, like what you were at to where you are now, do you want to feel that way in another year? Or do you want to start today so in another year you feel like you're your best self? Happier, healthier, more energy, better relationships. Like it's just kind of, why wouldn't you want to start now? Why would you want to go another day?
Well, I mean, I'm going to answer that question. And for me, it was always, food is so delicious. And I just need one more meal and I just need to, okay, I'm going to eat whatever I want tonight and then I'm going to start tomorrow. And then every time I was going to start tomorrow, I wouldn't. But the problem is that, I always joke that the longest I had ever been on a diet was 4 hours, because it just felt impossible for me. And I think what happens to a lot of us is we don't really know how to do it the right way for our unique bodies and our unique environment. So we try to go too strict or we starve ourselves and we just, we're just setting ourselves up to fail. So we could start now if we all started honestly with something like the 12-week challenge, because all you do is you just show up to the first, like you watch the first lesson. That's all that's expected. You watch the first lesson, you learn the stuff. You go to the classroom, coach asks you if you have any questions, and then the coach says, okay, like the first class was, here are 23 little baby things that you could start. Which two do you want to start? And it was 23 things. And I was like, now this I can do, and I lost 4 pounds in the first 2 weeks. And I was like, we talk about, I was eating more. I didn't feel like I deprived myself, but my 2 things that I chose were drinking water and eating vegetables, like drinking enough water, and just little things. Like I didn't change anything else. I just added, like, so cool. Okay. So start now, but start with a coach. Otherwise, it's just painful and we just quit and feel worse about ourselves. All right, Whitney. So I have heard some stories that you have been helping so many people at our Northwest location and even people online with nutrition. Who have you been able to help recently? Think of this person, what made them start? What were the problems that they were having when they started? And then we'll talk about where they are now.
Oh my goodness. Well, with this one lady I've been working with, she's a busy mom. She's a working mom. She has a couple small children and she hates vegetables. Well, she used to hate vegetables.
Oh,
She used to.
you got her to like vegetables?
Some vegetables with cheese.
Okay. See,
But it works. But it was, yeah, in the lesson where we talk about meal prepping and prepping techniques, like you can take those bland foods and make them taste really good.
and you taught her how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what problems, sorry to interrupt, I got so excited.
No.
I really don't like vegetables. So what problems was she having when she first came to you?
I'd say the first one was time management and healthy habits.
Okay.
I was trying to create healthy meals that her and her husband could eat, but also something that would be appealing to her kids.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to not cook 4 different meals every night for dinner.
And you were able to help her with that?
Yeah, we talked about easy meal planning. We talked about looking at meals like, all right, just look, what is your carb? What is your protein? What is your fat? That's it. What is it?
Nice.
And then it wasn't about making this elaborate meal. It was like, all right, I got protein, I have carb, I have fat, I have veggies, I'm good.
And you make the list. So I remember when I was first trying to learn nutrition, right? Years and years and years ago. When someone told me like a certain amount of grams of protein, carbs, and fats, my brain would glaze over and I would just stop listening. But you guys make it so easy. You're like, okay, here's a list of food. What do you like? Let's talk about it. How do you like to cook it? Oh, you don't know how to cook it? Let's talk about that. Let's figure some things out.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
So
I like to tell people I want you to pick the thing in the meal you're the most excited about.
ooh.
And someone's like, I want tacos. I want tortillas. Cool,
Oh.
great. Check, carb. What do you want with your taco? I want grilled chicken. Cool, check, protein. What else? Salsa. Cool, check. Technically a vegetable.
Yes.
Let's start with what you're excited about and then build your meal around that.
Perfect. I need you to help me figure out macaroni and cheese, okay? In the bonus section, help me figure out how to have macaroni and cheese and bread.
Okay.
And how much I can have. Okay, I'm super excited for that. Okay, so she started with you. She learned time management. She learned basically how to cook for her family. And what were her goals when she first signed up with you?
Goals were some weight loss, but she also wanted to increase her energy and just get stronger and better in her workouts.
Nice. Okay. And so what were her results? How long did she work with you? And what have her results been?
She is a 12-week challenge graduate.
Ooh.
We were together for 3 months.
Nice.
And oh my goodness, I don't know how much she lost exactly.
But she lost weight and then she was able to feed her family and herself without going crazy.
Yep. Losing weight, losing dress sizes, and getting faster and stronger each week.
I thought this was going to be one of your one-on-one clients because, you know, people can go one-on-one and oftentimes we start with the 12-week challenge and we do the group and then we want one-on-one because we're like, okay, I basically need Whitney to make me my own plan. But to get that far in group is awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. I absolutely love it. Okay. So we start, you know, speaking of the 12-week challenge, we start a new one every single quarter and the next one starts on October 26th. And you're going to be one of the classroom nutrition coaches that they can look forward to seeing in the challenge. And you'll be helping your group stay accountable and answer questions live in the online meetings. So if someone had questions about joining or training with you, would it be okay if I gave them your information on this page so they can reach out?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, you're the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's chat.
I love it. Okay. So we have a bunch of free resources and help for you guys, but if you just know, like beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're like, I need a coach and I need the coach to just tell me how to work with my unique body, my unique environment. We would absolutely love to have you in the challenge or even work one-on-one with one of the coaches. And Whitney here said that she will answer all your questions about the challenge. How cool is that? And working with her. So Whitney, I know that we're going to do a super cool bonus section for anyone who bought the All Access Pass upgrade, but you might have something that you want to tell our amazing community here before we move on to the bonus. Anything you want to add?
It's like Julie says, the no judgment for me. That's no judgment. We have good days, we have bad days, but I just want you to know that everyone has so much good in them and so much potential, and don't give up on yourself. Don't quit. Don't stop. Just keep moving. We're here to help. This is literally our whole lives. This is what we do. And now I'm a proud Vegas local. I've been here 15 years now, and it's just the city grows and grows on me, and I'm just happy to work with other Las Vegans and give back to anyone, honestly. So,
you'll even work with people who aren't in Las Vegas, I've heard.
Yep. Yep. It's the internet. We can talk to anyone.
I love it. That is one of the cool things. Before all of our 12-week challenges that were changing so many lives, it was only in person. And then the pandemic hit and you all literally had to bring your 12-week challenge online. And now we're offering them online every quarter. And I just think that that's so cool that they get to have access to you no matter where they are in the world. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the Vegas Rising Summit. And I want to come to one of your classrooms. I love just your way. I love how you said no judgment and it'll be okay. And we'll help you. We'll take care of you. We're here for you. And Whitney, I loved what you said too about how you just want to help people find their power basically inside of them. And people are good and they're trying hard. And my vision is literally, I want to help the good guys win by first helping them feel amazing inside and out. Because once you feel amazing inside and out, once you have energy and you have confidence, then you can go and impact the world. You're nicer to other people. You're able to think better and you're able to build things and you're able to give back to your community and even make more money. I think everything happens after you fix that first thing.
Oh, for sure. I agree 1,000%.
So may the good guys win.